Imagine waking up one morning, looking in the mirror, and realizing that the man staring back at you feels weaker than he once was. His shoulders no longer carry the same strength, his energy seems to slip away before noon, and the fire of desire that once burned so brightly has dimmed into an ember. My dear gentlemen, if you are over 60, you know this feeling all too well. The truth is not that you are getting older. It is that your body is quietly shifting, your testosterone slowly draining away, leaving behind fatigue, lowered drive, and a shadow of the man you used to be. Now let me ask you a question, one that may sting, but one you need to hear. Do you truly believe this is the natural destiny of every man after 60? That once you cross that line, vitality must vanish, strength must decline, and intimacy must become a memory instead of a living flame? I want you to pause and think carefully, because what if I told you that this belief is not only wrong, it's dangerous? I have spent decades as a urologist, guiding men through the storms of aging, and I have seen far too many surrender to the myth that nothing can be done. They accept shrinking energy, fading testosterone, and weakening performance as an irreversible sentence. And yet, I have also witnessed something extraordinary. Men who dared to challenge this narrative. Men who discovered natural, powerful tools hidden in the very foods they eat. Tools that reignite their testosterone, restore their vitality, and bring back the confidence they thought was gone forever. Right now, while you are listening, your body is craving renewal. The good news is that nature has already prepared the answers, and they are closer than you think. I am not speaking of expensive pills, risky hormones, or quick fixes that promise much but deliver little. No, I am speaking of something pure, something rooted in the earth, something that has nourished mankind since the beginning of time. Fruits. Yes, fruits that contain unique compounds capable of awakening your body's natural testosterone production, improving circulation, strengthening muscles, and even reigniting the spark of intimacy that so many men believe they have lost. But before I reveal which fruits hold this secret, I must warn you. Most men ignore this truth until it's too late. They let their health slip, they surrender to weakness, and they close the door on the possibility of living fully alive in their 60s, 70s, and beyond. I do not want that to be your story. Stay with me, because what I am about to share may shock you, but it could also become the turning point that gives you back the strength, the vitality, and the passion you deserve. Gentlemen, this is not just about testosterone. It is about reclaiming your life. Gentlemen, now that I have your attention, let me be very clear about what you are about to discover in this video. Over the next few minutes, I will reveal the specific fruits that have been scientifically linked to boosting testosterone naturally in men over 60. These are not exotic miracle cures or fads promoted on late-night television. They are fruits you may have passed by countless times at the market without realizing that inside them lies the power to change your energy, your performance, and even the intimacy of your relationships. I promise you this. By the end of this video, you will not only know the names of these fruits, but you will also understand why they work, how they affect your body at the hormonal level, and most importantly, how to begin incorporating them into your life in a way that is simple, safe, and profoundly effective. You will see that nature itself has provided a fountain of vitality, and all you need is the knowledge to access it. But here's where it gets even more exciting. One of these fruits, the one I will reveal at the very end of this video, contains compounds so powerful that they not only support testosterone, but also protect your heart, improve circulation, and even sharpen your mind. Most men overlook it, dismiss it as just another fruit in the basket. But once you understand its hidden strength, you will never see it the same way again. That is my promise to you. If you stay with me, you will uncover a secret that could very well change how you experience your 60s, 70s, and even 80s. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Doctor, I've heard these promises before. Pills, powders, supplements, they all say the same thing. And yet here I am, still feeling tired, still feeling less like myself. I understand your skepticism, and I respect it. That is why in this video, I will not speak as a marketer or a salesman. I will speak as a urologist, as a physician who has spent decades treating men, seeing what works and what does not. I will explain the science in simple terms, with no confusion, no gimmicks, only the truth. So if you are ready to reclaim your strength, your energy, and your masculinity, stay with me until the very end. Because today, we are not just talking about fruits. We are talking about unlocking the natural power your body has been waiting for, and once you discover it, there will be no turning back. Gentlemen, allow me to speak to you not only as a physician, but also as someone who deeply understands what it means to be a man after 60. We share a journey marked by wisdom, achievements, and resilience, but also by the physical changes that test our confidence and our spirit. I want you to know that I see you, I understand you, and I walk beside you in this chapter of life. For over 3 decades, I have dedicated my career as a urologist to guiding men through the transformations that come with aging. I have sat across from countless patients, men who once carried heavy burdens with ease but now struggle to lift a grocery bag, men whose hearts ache not only from physical strain, but from the quiet fear of losing their masculinity. I have listened to their stories of frustration, of feeling invisible in their own homes, of intimacy replaced by silence, of energy stolen by the ticking clock. But I have also witnessed remarkable victories. I remember one patient, a 64-year-old gentleman who came to me convinced that his best days were behind him. He felt weak, disconnected, and deeply embarrassed to talk about his declining performance. Yet, with small but powerful changes, simple adjustments in lifestyle, including the very fruits we will discuss today, he began to feel a spark return. Within months, his blood work showed higher testosterone. His wife told me with a smile that she had her husband back, and he walked into my office with a posture taller than I had ever seen him stand before. These stories are not isolated. They are the reality of men who refuse to surrender to decline, men who realize that health is not only measured in years lived, but in the quality of those years. And I can assure you, the tools I share are not theories. They are backed by science, proven by clinical observation, and lived out by men just like you. When I speak of testosterone, vitality, and longevity, I do not speak as an outsider. I speak as a physician who has walked this road with thousands of men, who has studied their struggles, and who has celebrated their victories. My mission is not simply to extend life, but to restore the fire within it. And that is why I am here, to show you that even after 60, you can reclaim the strength, the energy, and the intimacy that makes life truly worth living. Gentlemen, let us face the truth with courage. After the age of 60, the male body undergoes profound changes that are impossible to ignore. Testosterone, the very hormone that fuels strength, energy, and desire, begins to decline steadily, sometimes as much as 1% each year after middle age. That may sound like a small number, but over time, it creates a storm inside your body. Muscles become weaker, bones more fragile, fat clings stubbornly to the waist, and the mind, once sharp and focused, may start to feel clouded. But perhaps the most painful consequence is not physical at all. It is emotional. Many men come to me saying, "Doctor, I feel like I'm losing myself." Their bodies no longer respond the way they once did, and the silence that settles between husband and wife becomes heavier than any medical diagnosis. It is not just about testosterone levels on a chart. It is about identity, about the essence of what it means to feel alive as a man. Ignoring this problem does not make it go away. On the contrary, it deepens the risks. Low testosterone is linked not only to fatigue and low libido, but also to more serious conditions: cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, loss of bone density leading to fractures, and even cognitive decline. I want you to imagine for a moment, the man who refuses to act today may find himself tomorrow weaker, more dependent, and robbed of the independence he once cherished. Now, let us talk about physiology in simple terms. Testosterone is not just about intimacy. It is the engine behind your vitality. It keeps your muscles strong, your heart pumping efficiently, your blood circulating with vigor. When levels drop, circulation slows, recovery weakens, and the very systems that protect your body begin to falter. Add to this the natural decline in metabolism and the buildup of oxidative stress over decades, and you have a recipe for decline that feels almost inevitable. But here is the good news. Inevitable does not mean irreversible. While we cannot stop time, we can absolutely change how the body responds to it. The decline is natural, yes, but the suffering that comes with it does not have to be. Through nourishment, through movement, through choices as simple as what you put on your plate, you can awaken the body to fight back. You can give your cells the tools to produce more testosterone, to improve blood flow, to bring back strength and energy in ways that surprise even the most skeptical men. This is why I insist, as your doctor and as your ally, do not accept weakness as your destiny. Accept knowledge as your weapon. And in just a moment, I will show you how something as humble as fruit, nature's most ancient gift, can become one of your strongest allies in this fight. Gentlemen, now let us step into the heart of this conversation. You already know that testosterone is the cornerstone of vitality for men, but what you may not realize is how profoundly simple, natural choices can awaken your body to produce more of it. And today, I want to take you on a journey through 3 powerful fruits. Fruits you may have eaten casually, never imagining the secrets they carry within. The first fruit is the pomegranate, often called the fruit of kings. In my clinic, I have seen men who were exhausted, men who thought intimacy was behind them, begin to feel their bodies awaken again after simply incorporating this ruby-red fruit into their routine. Pomegranate is rich in antioxidants that protect your blood vessels, improve circulation, and support the very hormonal pathways that regulate testosterone. One of my patients, a 67-year-old man, told me he felt as if his engine had been restarted after only weeks of adding pomegranate juice to his mornings. His energy rose, his mood lifted, and his intimacy with his wife reignited in ways he thought were lost forever. Now, let us turn to the second fruit, the humble banana. Many dismiss it as common, yet hidden within it is a compound called bromelain, along with essential B vitamins, that supports testosterone production and energy metabolism. The banana fuels your muscles, prevents the fatigue that robs so many men of their drive, and stabilizes mood swings often tied to low testosterone. Think of it as nature's quick charge, simple, inexpensive, and profoundly effective when consumed consistently. And then there is watermelon, nature's own blue pill. Inside this juicy fruit lies an amino acid called citrulline, which relaxes blood vessels and improves blood flow throughout the body. For men, this means stronger circulation where it matters most. I once had a patient who laughed as he told me, "Doctor, I never knew a slice of watermelon could give me more confidence than a prescription." It was a joke, but behind it was truth. Improved circulation is not only about intimacy, it is about heart health, stamina, and the very quality of your daily life. Now, I must emphasize this. These fruits are not magic spells. They work because they give your body what it needs to heal itself, to produce hormones naturally, to restore balance. Combined with good sleep, movement, and a diet rich in whole foods, their impact can be transformative. But too many men dismiss them, chasing expensive supplements instead, and in doing so, they ignore the treasures already waiting for them at their local market. Gentlemen, nature has been whispering the answers all along. The question is, will you listen? Stay with me, because the final fruit I will reveal, the one at the end of this journey, may surprise you most of all. It is often overlooked, yet it holds one of the greatest secrets to restoring your testosterone and keeping your body strong well into your golden years. Gentlemen, you have heard of the pomegranate, the banana, and the watermelon, 3 fruits that hold the keys to better circulation, stronger energy, and awakened testosterone. But now, as I promised at the beginning, I want to reveal to you the final fruit, the one that many men overlook, yet it carries extraordinary power for vitality after 60. That fruit is the avocado. Yes, the avocado, creamy, green, often thought of as nothing more than a side dish. Yet hidden within it are monounsaturated fats that fuel the production of testosterone, along with vitamin E, potassium, and folate that protect your heart and improve blood flow. It is not just food, it is medicine disguised as a fruit. I have watched men in their 70s who added avocado to their diet feel a surge of vitality that even surprised their partners. One of my patients called it nature's silent warrior, because it worked quietly, yet its results were undeniable. So now you hold the knowledge. 4 fruits, simple, accessible, powerful: pomegranate, banana, watermelon, and avocado. Together, they form a natural arsenal against decline, a way to awaken your body's ability to produce testosterone, strengthen your circulation, and restore the fire of masculinity that time tried to dim. But knowing is not enough. The true transformation begins only when you decide to act, when you choose to bring these gifts of nature into your daily life and give your body what it has been craving all along. I speak to you not just as a doctor, but as your ally in this journey. I know the fear of weakness, the pain of silence, the quiet doubts that whisper in the night, but I also know the triumph that comes when a man refuses to surrender, when he chooses to fight for his health, his vitality, and his relationships. Gentlemen, you are not finished. Your story is not over. With the right choices, your strongest years may still lie ahead. Before we part, I want to leave you with this thought. Life after 60 is not about survival. It is about living fully, deeply, passionately. And the steps you take today will determine whether you fade quietly or rise with strength. Start with these fruits. Embrace what nature has offered, and watch as your body responds with gratitude. If this message has spoken to you, I invite you to share your thoughts in the comments. Tell me where you are watching from, tell me your age, and tell me if you are ready to reclaim your vitality. And above all, do not stop here. Join me in the next video, where we will dive even deeper into the secrets of male health after 60. Because, gentlemen, your best years can still be ahead of you, if you choose to fight for them.